Voilà les portraits sans retouche de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. This is the first time Daddy's been back to Omaha Beach in 76 years. Shifting dreamscape, buried, familiar, almost. In Eam, the world is shaking and closing around us, whispers and vinegar in the boundary stone halls. Your lonely mouth form coin. We do Zoom calls sans pants and check on the spaghetti and pray with Papa J's to be Chernobyl dogs of the future. Wolfish gene, the price of isopropanol, abundance of toilet roll, got a frag grenade family of 5, wall climbing, swarming rats abandon the sewers, amusing numbers like watching the wave of love diffuse into vacant tides. For enforce the law through fines, say legal for the rich. I hold a screen of paper to the light and needle holes in it. Extrospection as means of avoiding or disowning, dissociating from introspection, interoception. External objects usable, containers for perceptions, spittoons, your unthought knowns, bolas. What is the unkillable tissue of humanity that nestles its shelter in patterns of consonants, image, bones in the hollow, catching traps for words, barbed wire birds, mortar. Inside Keith Douglas, I want you to see. Rosenberg, I only repeat where you are dying, on either side of the river of sleep, in parallel geography of bodies, hungering holes for meat. God of the hate machine of the hunt, our daddy who art in trouble, our bodies receive you. Your spit, your semen, your bullets, your blood, your photographs of ghosts, your fists, your confidence, your ashes in the post, your virus, your mother wound, your wounding wound, your window-facing words, inconstant, butchered, decapitated reality, catching traps, collecting by the farmhouse wall, singer machine peaks, rubble, untouched ghost church, burnt surtowns. I am become death. I'm photogenic youth's flickering dream, an overlay of lies. I know this is all a mistake. Not enough to shoot my rage, not enough to move through France chewing bracken and sand as a Dalek. I need to be let out. Seismic memory, dog tap corp, White Cross field. Why are you behaving like this, Daddy? Plucked out of time. Adrenaline, cortisol, testosterone, volcano. We're together on repeat. Go into the bird, Adams, nailing hyper-vigilance to headstones of rhyme. Daddy dies like a cautionary tale. Drunk and swimming the river. Takes orders from sirens down the end of a well. Patched up. Beached, gets out of his tank to check it out. Daddy dies like a fucking idiot. Vomit and bravado up his nose. You told Daddy those siren lies. Hero, protector, leaver of woman and child, keeps courage as his witness, bearing leftover meat for dog and ground. You only want me for my body. It takes time for men to get it. Sinew and salt, tea grime orgasm, aromatic tune, flowering blood. Daddy dies in fresh air in Normandy between storms. At night in November, spent behemoth, Daddy collapses like a cinema chair, like ghost gear in the Atlantic, like a convict meets the needle. Daddy dies where he stands. Daddy dies like a man. Steffi's waiting with the baby inside her. It's wearing her like sky blue petals. Daddy's paper eyelids, baking like burst apple, like metaphor is introspection as the immediate, is torture as the amygdala hijack. Glass, PPE. I see no reason to be sonorous about things at present. I have 10 days to locate a body. This man erased my child. In the ISS, I'm munching space cereal and see the Earth's waving lights through 6 side windows. Keith, can you stop eating toast? It's getting everywhere. Ta. We're returning to cannibalize old-fashioned forms of intimacy, so we touch objects and not each other, and not at the same time. He and Laika are sharing a slushie and watching Pride and Prejudice. The one with the hot Darcy, not the zombies. Keith, annoyingly cheerful, and calls it lyricism. I say, stay on our side, mate. Quit it with the verboten snackins, okay? Darcy arrives to small talk and makes eye contact with Liz and starts glitching. Earth shaking with waves of fever. Oz is on fire, and I don't want to spend the rest of my life in an airlock watching over Wuhan. Hit pause to teach Keith how to type, so he stops barking at Siri. Meaty broad with canned goods! Faraway man, how easy it is to love you. Let's bring back the fax machine so when I text you can touch me again. Into the paper, please, Mr. Daddy. I am done with ghoster fuckboys. Dear Daddy, how do I attach a narrative for long enough to praise or protest or bury atoms or grieve that abstract translates shaking like withdrawal or remember or sleep, flickering states of being? I go in, I go out. The lines of men huddle like candles on an altar. J.S. Muirwitz, the lines of light, snuff, 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 snuff. It's just a thing we do, lineage roulette. The sides of sleep, the sides of the sane. I am skilled at self-abandonment. I kill radiantly in the moment. I've practiced from birth the attrition of my presence as my body burns. You can spend your lonely mouth coin on death, believing in heaven. Death impossible, death lit with rage of the country, death scared and sleepless, avoiding death, death of a good man as a real man, death in the woods, death from the rain, death in abundant presence, death in Palestine, death like your family die, death on every killing tree, death to give them an hour, death suffocating and sick, death making love with every star, death lurking in the grass, death in the hospital, death in your time, death behind glass, death in your shaking hand. Vidus dieum vulneraria per fontis sanguinis, Daddy. It's our turn on the breaking wheel. Picture my hand like an ear to your heart. Death, like a secret, explodes. Systematic efficiency, how distasteful to kill by hand. Pay 150 marks for the ashes of your husband. Love, Dachau. Mass irrelevancies stand between us, and I am wearing you, Keith, and the dogs are pulling us apart. Window, I'll split the glass, and behind it stands love or death, and kiss me, Daddy, kiss me in your mask. Hart Island, brown crop field, sirens, body mortar rent trenches. It's still like a closed fist here. 50 cent an hour veterans love Department of Corrections. They were already inside the boxes. And did you ever serve us coffee? And all we had were names and dates, and all they had was us. Digging, dog whistle, fessing, wet with prayers like that ever stopped a bullet. June bug trap, and why did they die on their backs? And what invades you, Daddy? What really gets in? Vera sings, we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, in her balcony like a wartime queen. And the neighbour who Max Volume's grime EDM at 1 a.m. on Friday, Saturday blasted through the alley into my bathroom window. I'm cocooned by kind acoustics. No one's home, followed by Over the Rainbow. An FB, a bloke I don't really know, says you look like a young Julie Andrews on my profile photo. My alt account got sucked for using a flower pick. God damn it, Zuckadaddy, you femnip-hating son of a bitch. Science circles chatter, maybe 65 years. 3 strains, some antibody amnesia. Govt stamm about. Obvious. You can see this message. You made it through November firebreak. R at 2.9 in London. Non-essential aisles cordoned off like crime scenes. No souvenirs of Tripoli. Mother Google, help us how to make do and mend. We spend on 15-minute test kits and settle into seasonal waves like flu, and really all I want for Christmas is to be Mariah and meet unfamiliar skin. Daddy's mouth works the glass lip, preserving himself. Unmutes, says, whenever you kill, a part of you dies. What part of a person is killable, Daddy, and why does it kill by attrition like poverty of love? Daddy's daddy uses an open hand. Daddy's open bottle. My open legs. Vergiss mir nicht. Print history on the body. In dreams, we made our own disheveled ghosts, self playing with itself. The hand, shadow puppets, field refuge in amniotic water. We're gods in private time, Daddy. Surrender is an alchemy not difficult to teach. Il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie.